Good morning. Late sunrise in the western part of our country, so it is still pretty dark. I am doing this video a little early because today is a travel day. Like the Indian team, today is also a travel day for me from Baroda to Rajkot. But yesterday's morning video had started off with a bad news. That was Rishabh Pant's injury and the player being ruled out of the ODI series after suffering an injury at the nets on the match eve. And Frup Jurel has been included into the squad as his replacement. This video also starts off with the bad news. Washington Sundar looks like he's all but ruled out of the remaining two matches of this ODI series. Washington Sundar suffered a side strain during the first ODI between India and New Zealand here in Baroda while he was bowling, and he left the field and Nitish Kumar Reddy came in as his replacement. Yes, he came out to bat at number 8 after after Harshit Rana, and contributed to India's win, showed character, but it was clear that he was struggling. He was struggling to run between the wickets. After the match, Harshit Rana came at the press conference and that question was raised about Washington Sundar's fitness. He said at the moment it's side strain. Our medical team will assess and will give an update. The update that we can provide is Washington Sundar is all but ruled out. We are saying all but ruled out to maintain protocol because BCCI hasn't put out an official release yet. But we can say that Shubman Gill is all but ruled out of the remaining two matches of the ODI series. If he is eventually ruled out, and which is likely to be the case, will the selectors bring on a replacement for the next two matches? Finger spinners are at a premium in Indian cricket at this moment in time. Maybe Akshar Patel is fit and Akshar Patel might come in as his replacement. We have to see. But Shubman Gill's injury is more concerning than Rishabh Pant's, given that he is part of the, unlike Rishabh Pant, Shubman Gill is part of India's T20 World Cup squad. Hopefully it is not that serious, and T20 World Cup is still about a month away to commence. By then, he hopefully Washington Sundar would be fit. That is the downside, you can say. That is the negative part of this video. But we as reporters, we have to report news. What we see, we write. What we see, we tell you. So this is what it is. Now, coming to Virat Kohli, he scored 93, and obviously it was once again clear that even now Virat Kohli is India's number one ODI batsman by a country mile. The quality of batsmanship is completely different. Virat Kohli, the way he played, like after the match, he told the host broadcaster, "If we were batting, I might have gone a little too hard, but the chase was under control." And although India lost 3 wickets in quick succession, Virat Kohli and then Ravindra Jadeja departed, Shreyas Iyer, he also departed. But the fact is that partnership, second wicket partnership between Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill can set up the win. And after that, the late order, the death overs jittery, India handled that because KL Rahul was always there, and as long as KL Rahul was there, India, there was no question of the host panicking. Now, Virat Kohli, what did he do after winning the Man of the Match award? He dedicated it to his mother, and he said, he told the host broadcaster that I send all my awards to my mother. Lovely, isn't it? Now, coming to This Rocomania is ongoing. The Rocomania is ongoing, and we have spoken a lot about the Rocomania. But we want to look into the bigger picture. What is that? The first game offered plenty of positives for the Indian team. Virat Kohli continued with his good form. Rohit Sharma looked to be in fine fettle until he became a tad overconfident, stepped out and tried to manufacture a shot going inside out. Other than that, Shubman Gill, at one time, he was 13 of 27 balls, and then he played some exquisite shots and picked up the pace and paced his innings well, scored a half century after coming back to the ODI setup from a injury layoff. Shreyas Iyer also, after a 3-month injury hiatus, looked to be in good touch, scored 49, missed out on his half century, but he looked to be in good nick. Just one more thing, during the course of his innings, Virat Kohli reached 8,000 international runs, and he missed his 54th ODI 100 only by 7 runs. Sachin Tendulkar towers over the rest with 34,000 plus international runs. Now, we move on to one area. And when I asked this question to Harshit Rana, I sort of, he looked a little irritated. I told him, Harshit, the fact of the matter is that you are fine, but without Jasprit Bumrah, India's new ball bowlers are struggling to take wickets. Even yesterday, Devon Conway and Henry Nicholls had a 117-run opening partnership. Yes, the Indian bowlers came back well. They started bowling cutters into the pitch, and that worked. But if you look at it, Indian fast bowlers haven't taken wickets up front of late in ODI cricket. So, there are odd matches, but when the pitch is good, on placid pitches, they are not looking that penetrative with the new ball. Harshit Rana he said, maybe you have watched a different game, but but then whatever he says, what the scoreboard said that New Zealand had a 117-run opening partnership, and then maybe Harshit realized and said, yes, we didn't take wickets in this game with the new ball, but we didn't concede too many runs. Siraj Bhai bowled well, so he defended himself. But there is Indian fast bowlers need to be more consistent. Now, another thing is that Indian fast bowlers, especially even at the death also, the way Harshit Rana, Prashith Krishna, the way they lick runs. Yes, I understand. Harshit Rana is still a work in progress, but we expect more consistency, especially from Prashith Krishna. At the press conference, Harshit Rana said, the team management wants me to develop as an all-rounder, someone who can contribute 30-40 runs at number 8, and I am focusing on that. I am spending extra hours at the net focusing on my batting. So and off late there has been progress. Mind, for a young player, progress is never linear. There will be ups and downs, inconsistencies, but off late the way Harshit Rana has been shaping up, if he continues with that, it would augur well. Now the action shifts to Rajkot. I'll be traveling to Rajkot today. The Indian team would be traveling to Rajkot today. Obviously, today there is no practice, there is no press conference, and it will happen tomorrow. But let's see, once again, Rajkot, and Rajkot is a very good center to play cricket. It is Ravindra Jadeja's home ground also. Let's see how it pans out. Brace up for another Rocomania. This is Shomit Chakraborty on behalf of Revsportz. Thank you.